What's up, everyone? Bragging Rights has just concluded, and so I'm about to do a recap, not a review. I didn't actually watch it, but I'm just going to give you my thoughts overall. No editing, no, long winding explanation of what happened. Just going to give you my thoughts on what happened at Bragging Rights. So the first match was the United States champ, The Miz, versus John Morrison, and The Miz won. Now, I'm not too shocked by this. Basically, everybody was expecting John Morrison to go in and win the match, and that's probably why WWE made the decision to make The Miz win. Also, The Miz needed to win more than John Morrison did. John Morrison has beat Dolph Ziggler, has beat a bunch of people, and he's the Intercontinental Champion, and he's just like, he's up there already. The Miz still has a little ground to grow, so I think it was better for WWE to give the victory to The Miz, so I think that's why he won. And so there you go, The Miz won, beating John Morrison. Alright, SmackDown Divas versus Raw Divas. Come on, everybody knew the SmackDown Divas were going to win. I mean, come on, you had Natalya, you had Beth, and you had Michelle McCool, three of the best divas arguably in the WWE right now, and so that's why they won. And really, when you look at the Raw team, besides Melina, you have Kelly, and you have okay, I don't know. See, I'm doing this live. So you had Melina, Kelly, and Gail Kim. So I mean, Gail Kim can throw it down, but basically, I don't think there were any match for the SmackDown divas anyway. All right. Fatal 4-way match for the World Heavyweight Championship. You had The Undertaker, CM Punk, Batista, and Rey Mysterio. Undertaker picking up the win over Batista. Now, I read what happened. Let me just explain what happened. Batista had a heel turn, which is what everybody wanted, because basically Batista can't wrestle, and if you can't wrestle, you might as well be a heel, because at least then you'll get some kind of reaction. So Batista turns heel by attacking Rey Mysterio after an interview with Josh Matthews. And so there was I guess this is why, and I was noting these in my reviews for SmackDown, Batista and Rey Mysterio kept having these backstage segments of fighting over who would actually win. It's because Batista was eventually going to have a heel turn, so that didn't come as much of a surprise to me, at least. Right? Team SmackDown defeating Team Raw. Okay, wow. This was kind of a shocker. I mean, the way that it was being built, that Raw was a stronger team than SmackDown. It's kind of shocking that SmackDown won, but nonetheless, SmackDown won, and there you have it. SmackDown's the best show, and I mean the best show. I mean, they didn't really take Bragging Rights to have to prove that, but because we all knew that. But this is just icing on the cake. SmackDown wins, beats Raw. Hopefully, that shuts the big ass mouths of DX for a good while, because and for Raw for a good while. Although not really, because SmackDown has always won these kinds of Raw versus SmackDown matchups, kind of as a consolation to being the B show. So, really, hey, maybe it wasn't too, surprising that SmackDown won. And lastly, John Cena defeated Randy Orton in the 1 hour Anything Goes WWE Iron Man 60-minute Iron Man match. All right, I was kind of upset about this because I wanted Cena to come to SmackDown, even though people don't really like Cena. I think that he should have came to SmackDown, because really, what's he gonna do on Raw right now? I mean, besides the fact that Cena is a poster boy for WWE, I think he would have did a lot better on SmackDown. He could have had feuds with Chris Jericho, could have had feuds with CM Punk, Batista now. I mean, it's just kind of disappointing that he's gonna stay on Raw, because Raw is too stale with the DX, Randy Orton, and John Cena. It's just too stale. They need to change things up. By having Cena off Raw, it would give people like Ted DiBiase a chance to move up, and it's just disappointing that John Cena won. So Randy Orton's probably going to go on to feud with Ted DiBiase, but I think it would have been better if Randy Orton was the champion and Ted DiBiase ended up going after that belt. Even if he didn't win, it would have been a good push for Ted to go after the belt. So Cena stays on Raw. Basically, Bragging Rights, from what I read, was a pretty good pay-per-view. And SmackDown won the night, beating Raw twice out of the 3 inter-brand matchups. John Cena retains the championship as John Cena wins the championship. Undertaker retains, and that's how the show ends, with interesting stuff. I'll be back tomorrow with my Raw review, so look out for that. Or tonight, because as I'm doing this, it's 12:09. So I'll be back tonight with my Raw review. Peace out.